Hi.
Hi, are you sure you can prepare for product based companies through this course?
Yes, sitting at home?
No way!
Yes, way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. Welcome to yet another webinar of live interview experience. Firstly, please let me know if I'm audible to you. Waiting for some comments so that we can quickly start the session after that. Just waiting for, okay, great. I'm audible. Yeah. Hi, Nandakumar. Hello. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, still waiting for few more people to join in and then we'll start up. Okay. So our guest of the day is Mohd Sarfaraz, who's graduated from University of Calcutta in IT engineering. He is currently placed at Larsen and Toubro as a Graduate Engineer Trainee 1. And he got this placement from ICC, where it's called Infinity Coding Challenge, and he participated in it and got selected. And that's how he's currently placed in L&T. To discuss more about his journey and his preparation strategy, I'll call him to the webinar so that we can have a brief knowledge about how he did it. You guys can drop your comments in the comment section and ask your queries regarding anything. So I'll add him to the stream so that we can start the session. Hi, Sarfaraz, how are you doing?
Hi, Sidra. Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me to this opportunity for interacting with other geeks.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll quickly start with my questions, and at the same time, the viewers can also drop in their questions in the comments. We'll take them up one by one. Sarfaraz, how did you get to know about this placement? Was it off campus or on campus? As I already mentioned, it was through ICC, but then can you elaborate more on it, please?
It was an on-campus event. Larsen and Toubro host every year the coding challenge, which is called ICC Infinity Coding Challenge, and I get to know about this through our placement cell, and applied through my placement officer, and they they actually the ICC consists of three questions. So they test you on three coding questions, and accordingly the questions decide your CTC. So this is how I got to know about this opportunity.
Okay, great. So can you tell us how many rounds of interviews were there, and can you briefly go through all the interview rounds, please?
There were basically two interview rounds. One was technical and the other was HR. In the technical round, they asked me some basic questions on DSA and they asked me about my projects, and there were some puzzles also like 25 horses. And these things, the questions were basic type questions. If you know how to solve basic problems on strings, arrays, hash sets, and sorting and searching algorithms, then you can make it easily. That's all they ask. And in the second round, that was HR round, and you can Google some famous questions that everyone in the HR round asks, and you can manage that only.
Okay. So was the technical round difficult for you? Or you could easily, like, you said through easily, or was it a really tough one?
For DSA part, it was easy for me because I was proficient in problem solving. The questions will not be very tough, like it could not be from dynamic programming or from graph, etc. It will be some basic questions on arrays, linked list. I mean, like data structures only. You don't need to master algorithms to for that interview. And in my interview experience across many companies, I can strongly say that for any package below 8 lakhs per annum, you don't need to study trees, graphs, dynamic programming, etc. Only you need to understand strings, arrays, and stacks, queues, different data structures, linked list, and these things will do your work on DSA. Okay,
Okay.
and I was a little. It was tough for me on the project part because I was not good on project. I did one project on school management system using PHP, so that only we discussed, and this is all about
Okay.
technical
Okay.
interview.
Um, so you told us about one of your projects. Can you tell us more about the importance of projects, or if you have any tips about resume making?
Yeah, resume building is important, and you should edit your resume before applying to any company. Like you need to edit your resume if you apply on some company, then you need to change if you are applying to some other company because there are some policies for every company that they use to shortlist your resume. And I forgot to mention that in the ICC there was first round which is called resume shortlisting. So they first shortlist your resume, then you can appear on the exam. So edit your resume and add some certifications. If you don't have any certification, do it on HackerRank. It will get only 30 minutes for you to get Java Basic certified. And also add some courses like you did on Udemy or some training courses. So this will be add on resume. And you can also mention your strong subjects like DSA, core Java, object-oriented programming, etc. That you can mention clearly on your resume that I am much proficient in DSA or in whatever subjects you are. And in the interview, try to shift the discussion towards your subject. Shift the discussion where you want it to be. If you have not done good projects, try saying that I'm good in DSA. I can solve many problems like this. Okay.
Okay, and this is something which a lot of people face because the interviewers ask questions which people don't know, and then they are unable to divert them to a different topic or the topic of their choice. So is this an art that they need to master, and how to do it? If yes.
Not an art. You can just honestly say that if the interviewer is asking some questions on like PHP, say, and you don't know PHP very well, so you can say that, sir, I have not done good projects in PHP and I am comfortable in Java only. So if you can ask me on Java, be very honest in interviews.
Okay. Okay, great. And coming back to how you did it, I want to know what was your preparation strategy like, and how,
Uh,
like,
okay.
for how many months did you prepare, and exactly when did you start preparing?
So I started preparing in my third year only in 2019. In the end of third year, there was a cultural fest in our college, and I participated in the coding challenge. There was a coding challenge in the college level for us. So I participated in that, and I found that I could not solve one question. Although I did all my DSA assignments, but I could not solve one question. The reason was that I never did HackerRank or CodeChef or anything like that. and the questions were very long, and I was not able to understand the question itself. And how do we take input for different test cases? These things were new to me because these things are not there in the college assignment. So I started doing hacker rank. Then I found how much I know. So I thought of some courses and I joined one course on Geeks for Geeks, which is I think DSA self-paced by the CEO of Geeks for Geeks. Although I have not completed it yet, but I studied basic searching, sorting, and hash sets, etc. from that course only. And you have
Okay.
to master one language also. I would recommend Java. Use Java because most of the companies refer to Java. They like to take the interviews in Java only. They don't like Python or C++. So I recommend you to master Java. For mastering Java, you can use Java T Point, the best resource that I found on internet, which is also free. So you can master Java and the basics of object-oriented programming. They will ask you on questions on that, and if you can do socket programming in Java and multi-threading in Java and add these things in your resume. That will make you stand out. For example, you can make a chat application using socket programming and you can add that thing on your resume, because this is not what all students do. So I made a chat engine using socket programming in Java, and that I mention on my resume also. So that's all about preparation strategy.
Okay, so that particular project of yours made you stand out from the rest.
No, I would not say that this made me stand out from the rest. The thing that made me stand out or made me select in the company was my DSA and problem solving skills. The interviewer asked me many problems, and some problems that I was seeing the first time only. मैंने पहली बार देखा था, but I was able to answer that. And they will ask you problems and will ask you to solve it efficiently, and also they will ask you to give the time complexity of the problem. So get aware with time complexity and how to calculate time complexity of various algorithms. The questions will be very basic. You don't need any advanced algorithm knowledge to solve that. You just only need no logic. If you have a logic, you can make a solution and then you can code that solution in any language.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Someone from the comments is asking if is this live will this live be recorded? Okay. Yeah. This live will go on YouTube soon after the session ends, so you can obviously watch it there. And we have also attached Sarfaraz profile in the description, so you can directly tap onto his LinkedIn profile and message him whatever you want to. Okay, coming back to our question, the next thing that I want to ask you is like, what extra thing did you put on your resume to make it look very appealing and different from the rest? Was there anything in particular or something, or some focus areas that you knew you are good at, and then you highlighted those apart from the certifications because you already mentioned those?
Apart from the certifications, I mentioned my project, academic project, which was a web-based school management system using PHP. And also I mentioned in bold that I am proficient in Java and I am proficient in DSA. These two lines were in bold, so that they can view it. Okay, so it's about all that you are in. That it's about the subject that you are skilled in. Okay, if you are skilled in Java, DSA mention that. If you are skilled in some other technology like machine learning or anything else, then you should mention that only. Okay.
Okay, okay. Someone, Ramesh is asking, is this interview for software developer? No, this interview is for graduate engineer trainee one, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what your profile is.
Yeah, I am currently a trainee for software development only. I am in training phase and I will be in training for I think 2.5 months. Then I will be promoted to developer.
Okay, okay, great. I am done with the questions from my side now. I would like the viewers to drop in questions in the comment section. And
Before the viewers can drop questions, I want to say my final words on my experience on various interviews across various companies.
Mhm.
So first of all, I think my target audience are those who are either college students or have passed and yet they are not placed. So I would recommend you all to master DSA on basic data structures, at least basic data structures like queues, stacks, strings, arrays manipulation, and hash map. Very important, very important. I encountered many questions across various companies on hash shapes and make a balance in your tech stack. Although your tech stack, what tech stack you are choosing for development does not matter at all because the company is going to assign something else. In most of the cases, it may appear that you have worked on Java and they will assign you on Python. So you have to learn Python again. So your tech stack does not really matter what you are doing in your development part. What does actually matter is your DSA skills. So I would say make a ratio of 70 versus 30. Spend your energy 70% on DSA and 30% on projects. And projects are also important. Due to the lack of good projects, I was rejected in almost three companies of 10 lakh CTCs because I did not did any good projects or good internships. So do one project, one group good project is must. And I would say that, but before you can show your project to the interviewer, you need to clear the coding round itself. So for that, you need to master DSA on basic data structures. Okay. So that is what I want to say in a nutshell.
Okay,
Now we can
right,
take questions.
right. Thank you for this piece of advice. I'm sure this will help a lot of the viewers. Okay, so Teja wants to know what are the stages in the interview?
I already mentioned that there are two stages. One stage is technical round, the other one is HR round. So you have
Yeah.
only two interviews in ICC, and these things are different in different companies. Some companies take three or four interviews. Like I gave one interview in persistent systems, and they took three interviews, two technical rounds and one HR round. So these things differ from company to company.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, Argati Bakchi wants to ask what were your sources that helped you excel in PHP?
Honestly, I would like to mention that I am not very advanced in PHP. I know only basic PHP. And look, that does not matter. I am working on different technology now. Okay, so that's what I am saying. Your tech stack is not important if you are fresher, but if you are experienced, then it is important.
Okay. Um, uh, Tenzin wants to know if you did you prepare for aptitude questions or just DSA?
Uh, Initially, when I applied in TCS Ninja, then I prepared for aptitude. But since in the ICC there are no aptitude questions, so I did not prepare for that. There were only three questions, nothing more than that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And what was your source for these aptitude questions? Like where did you prepare them from?
I prepared them from some YouTube channel BTech. There is a channel BTech name.
Okay.
The name itself is channel BTech on YouTube. So I use that to prepare for aptitude.
Okay. Um, Ramesh wants to know if data structure is important for the interview.
Super important. Actually, this is the one which is important. The rest can be handled in any way.
Okay. So Bear Khan wants to know best Java course.
I would for core Java, I would recommend read on javatpoint.com. This is the best resource for learning core Java. And if you are interested in Java development, then you can go on Udemy. There is an instructor called Chand Sheikh, yes. Chand Sheikh, whose organization's name is Steady Easy Organizations. He have a 64-hour long course on Java development, where you can learn Spring Boots, and servlets, etc. And currently I'm doing that course also.
Okay. Rohit is asking which type of questions they will ask in interview from Hoops.
They will ask you like how do you implement polymorphism in Java, or they can ask you what are real life scenarios of classes and objects, how do you use them in programming, and they can ask you some questions based on inheritance in real life. How would you apply on programming? Okay, and they can ask you questions on threading, multi-threading, synchronization of threads, etc. So in all these resources are present in javat.com. You can study from there. Okay,
Okay. Which concepts are to be mostly concentrated on for coding round?
I would recommend. I would recommend to be master. Why is there so much noise? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, completely.
Okay. Hash map. I already mentioned hash map is very important for any interviews above 5 or 6 lakh LP. Okay, and below that you should learn the basic data structures, stacks, queues, linked list. Linked list is very important. They will ask you questions surely on linked list. Okay, linked list and hash map most important, and arrays, string, linked list and hash map very important. Okay.
How about Python interview preparation?
I
Vivas
never
knows.
I never gave an interview on Python, but many of my friends do on Python, and they say we should have prepared on Java only. So that's why I am recommending you Java. Okay.
Okay. Um, what were the questions asked in technical round? Okay, so I think this information is very personal to the company, and I'm not sure if the company would like to uh, give it, would like anybody to give it to anyone. So I would like to skip this question and come to the next. Uh, which is best YouTube channel or site for data structure?
My code school, which is a mercy to the programmers. Okay. My code school channel is mercy to the program, and although you have Geeks for Geeks, you can also browse questions on Geek for Geeks.
Yeah. Someone is saying the best resource of learn DSA by coding minutes, Pratik. Yeah.
Someone is
Not sure
answering
about
some
the question. Yeah. Okay, just I'll take up two, three more questions and then I'll wind up the session.
Okay.
So just waiting for a few more comments. I'm not sure what Rohit is asking here.
I also did not get what questions he
Yeah,
asked.
if you can please elaborate your question a little bit more so that we can get it. Okay, I think I'm done from my side, and I think most of the viewers have asked the questions they wanted to. And I really hope that all of you would be going away with a lot of useful tips and advices. Okay, one, two, three questions have come up. I'll just quickly take them up, and then we can wind up.
Okay.
Uh, how should be the preparation from second year, and share your experience?
If you are starting the preparation from second year, then it is fantastic. You got one more year. Okay. And I did not did any preparation in second year. I only did college assignment. Okay.
Okay, so you started from third year. Yeah.
Hmm?
You
I,
started from third year of college, right?
no, no, third year, not from fourth year. Third year. I started in
Third year.
2009.
Yeah. Okay. How long did it take you to master Java?
It depends on your grasping power. for me, it takes only 1 or 2 weeks, and for you, it may take 3 or 4 days. So it depends on personal to personal. Okay.
Okay, so that's something that is different in everyone. If your
Yeah.
grasping power is good enough, then you can learn it in a month also, or
Yes.
maybe
Yeah.
a few days. Yeah. So Rohit is saying what he meant by the question he asked earlier was if the level is hard or if there is any difference in the difficulty level.
Yeah, there is difference in the difficulty level. In the 3.5 lakh cities interview, they will not ask you much questions. And I have given a 3.5 lakh interview also, and they asked me only one question, which was search a given item in an array. And any class 12 student can solve this.
Yeah, correct. Yep. So I think, yep, that's it from my side, and most of the questions have been taken up by me from the comment section also. I just wanted to let you guys know about this PayPal contest that Geeks for Geeks is starting with tomorrow. So, if you guys are interested, then you can participate in that contest because the questions would be based on the latest interview experiences posted on Geeks for Geeks by members of our geek family only. And it would be going. It would be going to be of 100 marks with two questions, and like I said, it starts tomorrow. So the contest is of 1 hour, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you guys are interested, then you can just log in and register to this contest. I will attach the link in the comment section itself, and if you don't find it due to some reason, then you can just directly go to our Geeks for Geeks page and look for this contest. And yep, I've shared it in the comments. So someone is asking if math is needed for coding.
Yeah, you need to know basic maths only for basic coding. If you are doing some good questions, then you need good maths. And for these levels that I'm in, for levels of 8 lakhs, you don't need much math. You only need to understand modulus operator. Modulus operator is important. From math, I remember. Modulus operator is very much important in coding, and it will save you in various questions.
Okay, but please correct me if I'm wrong. But math is all about problem solving, right? And coding is also just that. So if you are practicing math, then in a way, it would help you with the programming in long run. So you can obviously practice math, and I think we all should
Yeah.
do that every day if we are coders and if we are into programming.
Mm. Yeah, math is a must for good coders. If you are
Right,
going into machine learning, then you need to understand mathematics very well.
right. Okay, Sarfaraz, thank you for taking out time and talking to us. All of our viewers are like satisfied with the session because all the questions have been answered very descriptively. So thank you for joining in, everybody, and special thanks to Sarfaraz for coming in and taking out like time of yours and talking to the viewers. If
Thank you.
because yeah, you're welcome. And you've already given a piece of advice. If there is anything that you want to say, then please go ahead and then we can end the broadcast.
I would once again say only the same thing that prepare DSA very well before doing projects. Okay.
Okay,
First,
okay.
first be prepared on DSA, then do a good project. Then you can be placed in some good company.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you are good at DSA and also did a good project, then 10 lakhs CTC is not a big deal for you.
Right. So, guys, you got this advice, free advice that you need to focus on DSA, and that's it. Okay.
Because your tech
Yeah.
stack does not matter. They will ultimately make you work on some other technologies that you have to learn, and they will give you time to learn that also. So your
Correct.
tech stack is not going to a major role in your interviews.
Yeah. Correct. Okay, guys, that's it for the day. Stay safe until we meet again, and most probably that will be tomorrow. We'll come up with another webinar. So, yes, good luck and stay safe. Bye.
Right. Thank you.